retrouve tous les acteurs des 2 premiers films, accompagnés de quelques nouvelles têtes. Neve Campbell reprend bien sûr le rôle principal et s'aventurait presque à parler français.
Mon personnage, Sidney Prescott, et I don't want to speak French. Sydney is a very strong personality. She's not really the victim. She's obviously traumatized and going through a lot in her life, far too much in her life. So at this point in these films, she needs to sort of face her fears.
What do you know about trilogies?
You mean like movie trilogies?
Sidney Prescott va en effet se confronter finalement à son tueur et va d'abord voir un détective qui, dans la tradition d'autodérision de la série, lui rappelle les règles d'une trilogie.
Well, all I know about movie trilogies is that in the 3rd one, all bets are off. Action!
C'est Wes Craven, auteur de la série, qui assure la mise en scène. Un Wes Craven adoré par ses acteurs, avec toutefois une pointe de réserve quant à sa salubrité.
I would say that Wes, oddly enough, is a very zen, very serene man who has some sick thoughts once in a while.
I am weird. I'm a little strange. I have a strange sense of humor. I think I have kind of a macabre sense of humor. So that sometimes shocks people because, you know, I come off as very quiet, which I am. But I don't know what they're talking about, really. I think I consider myself perfectly normal.
I get killed in Stab 3? I get killed?
Yeah.
Courtney Cox reprend son rôle de journaliste à scandale qui se retrouve sur la liste des victimes de Stab 3, le film, à l'intérieur du film. Elle y retrouve David Arquette, qu'elle avait rencontré sur le tournage du premier Scream et qui dans la vie est devenu son mari. En somme, tout le monde se retrouve ici, en famille.
She says I make her feel safe. She says I'm her rock.
Her rock?
Yeah. If you weren't so concerned with pretensions and appearances, you'd be able to appreciate the positivity and emotional centeredness I provide.
We really love working together because it's just such a freeing experience. You know the person so well that you can just be the character. You don't have to think about anything else. It's like being on Friends. I think our work is only better because we're so close.
Parmi les nouvelles têtes de Scream 3, il y a celle de Jenny McCarthy, l'ancien modèle de Playboy, devenue animatrice sur MTV, puis actrice.
Ring ring.
Wes Craven s'est fait un plaisir en jouant sur les clichés et en lui donnant un rôle très intello.
Who's this?
This is Candy. Hang on, let me get some clothes.
See, I don't understand why I have to start the scene in the shower. The whole shower thing's been done. Vertigo, hello. And I mean, my boyfriend just died. Why am I showering?
Every actress has to start out at a place where you don't really get the top of the line scripts. And I have my fair share in the beginning of bikini movies that I just was going, no, much like the character I play.
Jenny McCarthy, qui a depuis abandonné son image de ravissante idiote blonde pour devenir brune, nous a confié qu'elle a parfois eu réellement peur pendant le tournage. Wes Craven est en effet réputé pour surprendre ses acteurs en ne leur révélant pas tous les détails de l'action.
There were definitely moments where I was spooked out because that ghost-faced killer guy was always walking around on the set, just lurking. And we really didn't know if he was going to be used that day because we literally received just our page for that day. We never received a full script. So it was always the unknowing if you were going to go home early that day because of that guy.
We kept the access to the script very limited. If you were not in the scene, for instance, that involved the ultimate revelations, you didn't get a copy of that. Copies of the script and the sides were collected at the end of every day, so they weren't lying around at night for cleaning crews to put on the internet.
La crainte de voir le tueur dévoilé sur Internet avant même la fin du tournage était telle que Wes Craven fera en fait circuler 3 scénarios différents, histoire de semer la confusion dans l'esprit des saboteurs potentiels. Ce qui prouve que la trilogie de Scream bat toujours des records de popularité grâce à un style bien distinct.
They're not your typical horror films. You get to laugh also, and they're intelligent and they're witty in some ways, in the way that they look at themselves, in the way that we laugh at ourselves, at the making of horror films, of sequels, and now of trilogies. We laugh at the industry itself. That's why I think they sort of set themselves apart from other horror films.
Des films d'horreur qui se démarquent des autres par leur humour introspectif, mais qui prétendent aussi à des qualités éducatives pour les adolescents. Du moins, c'est ce que souhaite Wes Craven.
It is a great entertainment, and I think it does address issues that are relevant to kids. about truth and reality as opposed to deception and betrayal, for instance, and that everybody goes through life with certain fears resonant in them, and certainly kids have plenty because they're in such a transitional period between childhood and adulthood.
Scream 3 plaira aux inconditionnels du genre, même s'il est loin d'avoir l'originalité du premier. Heureusement que c'est le dernier de la série, le style commençait à s'essouffler. Wes Craven devait le sentir car il s'est déjà tourné vers des films plus traditionnels, comme le récent Musique de mon cœur, d'un genre tout différent.